680's Kris McCusker joins us now. Kris, a new jobs report is out, and jobs are doing better than expected in Canada and the U.S.
Yes, and I'm going to start in the U.S. 213,000 jobs added there. The expectation was for 195,000. So many now saying today that this pretty much puts the U.S. Federal Reserve on track to raise interest rates 2 more times this year. On this side of the border, the addition of 31,800 jobs in June. Wage growth was steady, more people looking for work. These are, likely signs that the Bank of Canada will raise interest rates next week. Yesterday, Bloomberg was pricing in an 84% chance of an interest rate hike next week. Today, it's 86%.
Really?
So up just a little bit.
But maybe likely.
Maybe likely,
yeah,
yes.
Maybe likely. So Equifax Credit Trends is reporting some better news for Canadian spending habits. What are we buying?
Well, and it turns out we are fairly responsible with our debt, which is sort of a good thing. Now, Canadian consumer debt, which includes mortgages, rose to $1.828 trillion in the first quarter. That was up by 0.4% in the fourth quarter and a jump of 5.5% from the first quarter of last year. Now, we do see that the 90-day plus delinquency rate has dropped to 1.08%. Down from 1.1% in 2017, so the lowest level for the first quarter since 2009. However, Equifax says that there could be a new trend emerging. They are seeing that people are cutting back on their monthly payments for credit cards. The number of people paying off the credit card in full is actually dropping. So rather than paying 100%, people are paying 70%. And again, going back to those interest rates and a potential hike next week, there are concerns the delinquency rates could soon start to rise. This has been the pattern in the past.
Right, well, that's what the bank has to weigh, for sure. Yeah. So many are very concerned that there could be job losses around the auto trade wars with the U.S.
Yeah, and we're hearing this from the Canadian Automobile Dealers Association. They are concerned about potentially the loss of 30,000 jobs. Now, what the association is saying is that it's urging the federal government to resist retaliatory measures if the U.S. makes good on its threat to slap tariffs on Canadian-made cars and trucks. The feds did that recently. We heard about it with consumer products. And the Auto Dealers Association says any sort of reprisals would put these jobs potentially at risk. The association also says that the price of a car could rise by $5,000 to $9,000. Now, at the same time, the Auto Parts Manufacturers Association says the federal government would likely have no choice to take precisely the same measures if these auto tariffs do come into play.
Yeah, just like China did today.
Yeah.
Well, let's switch gears. World Cup, it's on, it's hot. And, Cristiano Ronaldo, okay, he's out. But he set his sights on something else, a Facebook show?
Yes, and this project could be worth about $10 million to him.
Wow.
And, he needs more money, so why not? This is a report from Variety, a reality show potentially about the soccer star through Facebook. It would appear on Facebook's Watch. This is the social network's platform for video content. And Ronaldo's already in business, actually, with Facebook. He's got a scripted drama series about a diverse high school girls soccer team in upstate New York. We did see shares in Facebook today a little bit higher. That stock up by about 15% this year.
And I heard the Kris McCusker Facebook show is doing really well.
Yeah, my mom watches. That's about it.
Oh, did she? Well, that's why it doubled in ratings. Okay. So a bit bizarre, and not sure who actually would ever buy this, but there's an Ontario man who's selling a 6-year-old McDonald's meal on eBay.
Yes, and it actually says on the eBay ad, "This is not a joke," which is understandable.
Oh, look how delicious that looks.
Yeah. Okay, so his name is Dave Alexander. He lives in the London area, and he has explained that the bun is as hard as a hockey puck. You can kind of tell when you see this picture that the fries, they look decent. Essentially here, he's downsizing his home, so the meal, which he bought on June 7th, 2012, has got to go. The starting bid was $29.99. The most recent bid, if you can believe it, Francis, I just checked, $150.
No. Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's really disturbing, though, that bun still kind of looks like a bun.
I know.
6 years later.
I know. Well, I guess this was sort of an experiment that he was trying. So bidding goes until Thursday. Sorry?
He's going to make money off of it now.
Yeah, well, apparently, bidding goes until Thursday. Okay. If you're interested, it's around $150 right now.
Please keep us posted.
Okay, definitely.
Kris, have a great weekend.
Yes, you too. Nice to see you.
You too. Take care.